So, big news in the internet world and in the world, period. That Mars stuff was pretty big too.
What, the dress is actually blue and black?
Oh, shut up. Please.
I mean, what the fuck happened last night?
I don't know.
Was everybody online when that was going on?
Listen, everybody was bored. Everybody was bored.
The world was bored at the same time.
The entire world was bored at the same damn time.
That was awful.
You didn't see this then?
No, I'm clueless.
So, this picture was posted of a dress. And the dress was
without seeing it, it's gonna be the dumbest story.
Yeah, no, it's still fucking dumb. This dress, depending on who you asked, was black and blue or white and gold.
Why?
That's the best question, I guess. Why?
That is the only question this.
Right. Why is this happening? So it started these huge debates over the color of the
shit went viral because nobody could figure it out.
Yeah, everyone's like, no, it's fucking black and blue.
Right,
no,
Ian,
it's gold and white.
Ian, what color is this dress?
It's black and blue.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Well, hold on. Show it to everyone. What do you see?
What color is it?
I always and still see gold and white.
Okay, what?
Gav.
Black and blue.
Mark.
I see black and blue.
Lottie. What color is the dress?
Can you see that from here?
White and gold.
It's white and gold.
That's right.
Hawkeyes, man.
White and gold.
So, yeah.
Okay, so
Huh?
They've confirmed the color.
Who's they?
They took a picture of the dress.
Yeah, the model spoke out too.
Yeah.
And said, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah. And then she left America.
Okay, so what's the confirmed color?
It's black and blue.
Black and blue.
In your face.
Yeah.
All you white and gold bitches.
But why are they subhuman? Why do they see it that way?
Right, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with your eyes?
It has to do with the rods and cones in the retina, and also the people that see white and gold are compensating for the lighting. They are thinking that the dress is being covered with bad lighting, and so that's
It
why
looks
they
like
see-
bad lighting.
Right, but it's not. It's actually decent lighting, and it's a blue and black dress.
Okay, I gotcha.
So they're convincing themselves, without thinking about it, that it's white and
It's an
gold.
optical illusion. That's what it
This
is.
is fucking North Korea.
Fucking North Korea.
While
building
we were
the
all
bombs
talking
right
about
now.
this, they were loading the bombs.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They're building the bombs right now.
Oh yeah, I saw an article that said while you guys were arguing about the color of this dress, the government passed net neutrality.
That's funny because they did. The FCC approved new net neutrality rules on
Yeah, they
Thursday.
Yeah, they did.
This is a pretty big deal, and I mean it concerns everyone. It concerns every person in the world, and I think it's something that should be examined a little more closely.
Well, what did this ruling do?
So,
in particular,
First off, explain what net neutrality is
Well-
for those that don't know.
basically, to kind of give you a good give you a good visual. Certain I don't know if it was like the government or if it was certain different businesses, they wanted to have.
May I?
Yeah. You know what? Go ahead.
Think of it as a cable subscription program where if you want this website, you have to subscribe to it. If you don't subscribe to it, you don't have access to that website based on the internet service provider that you have.
Right.
And that is net neutrality in a nutshell. An expanded version of that is limiting, based on political agenda, what you can and cannot see.
Right.
And this is a big problem because the internet was intended for freedom of speech, freedom
Right.
of expression, and they are pretty much doing the opposite of that by limiting what you can and cannot see simply by paying for it.
Right. Free exchange of ideas at a pace that is equal among every website.
yeah, we've talked about this subject before.
A little bit. We
Yeah.
touched on it.
Well, my point is that it's come up many times.
Definitely, it comes up all
This
the
is
time.
not the only time we've talked about this.
But this now, the FCC has ruled on net neutrality, and that they have determined that the internet is a utility
Correct.
that you have to pay for.
well, no, that's a good thing.
It depends on who you ask.
They're going to regulate it like a utility.
Right.
Correct. So a company cannot raise rates because a website is deciding to work with that company or not.
And they can't slow down a website
For not, yeah.
for not paying for the service.
Right,
Right.
exactly. So that is the plus side of that.
So on the surface, it's great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Below that, though, there are certain things where, like Gavin was telling me earlier, that's going to cause more taxes on the consumer to have to pay to keep the internet neutral.
Yeah, definitely. Soon as any kind of government steps into place, you're going to pay taxes out of it.
Right. Now,
Thanks,
the question,
Obama.
I guess, is paying for it as a utility, viewing it as a utility, and paying that little bit extra, do you think that is worth it for net neutrality? Would
I
you
think
pay extra?
It shouldn't be a thing.
That is basically the basis of this whole thing, is that it should not even be a fucking thing. This was fine for
Here's
years.
My question: how much is a membership at your local library?
I don't know.
Public libraries
Free.
Oh, really? It's free because it's a free.
Can you
It's
face more
just
now?
information. The
Never been
internet
one of those.
was intended to be the digital library of information.
Right.
So to turn around and tax it is going upon its own foundations.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just because obviously people need it now. It's no longer just a nice utility for somebody to use. You know.
Well, I mean, it's because, like me and Gavin were talking about, the government has said, "Look at this pot of gold that we don't have our hands in.
Should
Let's
we touch
get
it?
our hands
Should
in
we
it.
touch the gold?
We should
We
touch
should
it.
touch the
We
gold.
should-
Let's touch the
Let's
gold.
get in it.
No,
So
don't do it. Don't touch the gold.
Hot. It's hot.
so now they're getting their hands in it, and now we have to pay more for something that we've always had.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but what are you gonna do?
We've said it before. We need to petition. We need to rally. We need to write our local governors.
I signed many a petition.
We need to call, leave angry messages, call them dickheads.
That gets things.
Tell them.
Well,
It does.
the-
All right,
I mean-
don't call them dickheads, but tell them that you will not vote for them in the next term.
The FCC ruling that net neutrality, their decision on net neutrality was considered a victory for people who wanted not free internet but equal internet. It was considered a
Right.
victory on Thursday. So let me just throw that out there. It's not like this is not something that, I mean, obviously there are cons to this, but there's also many pros that a lot of people, you shouldn't forget about those things.
Yeah.
The specific companies were that Netflix and Hulu were willing to pay more to these internet service providers to have faster streaming content than companies such as YouTube. And people were not happy with that. They were saying that they shouldn't have to pay anything at all. It shouldn't be a marketplace. It shouldn't be competitive.
Right. Yeah. Because you're turning competitive businesses upside down again, because you're letting another business that might be shitty get an upper hand on a better business simply because they don't want to pay for faster rates.
Are you saying the internet should be neutral?
Yes, Adam.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's exactly it. Just sucks that
you call it a win, but it's not. The fact that this issue even exists is
already makes it a loss.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because it's just people trying to capitalize on an idea of information.
Capitalism at its finest.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm not educated enough on this to really speak eloquently. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people react different ways on
We didn't read up on it, Adam.
All right.
Motherfucker, this is your life, son.
And if I could just put in my 2 cents, I think it's really easy to frame an argument in left versus right, but this argument really isn't like that. It's very much like people versus the government, because why do you need to have a government body come in
Right.
to regulate something that had no problem?
There can't be a left versus right, because left and right both benefit from not having this issue.
Right.
Because people are going to be able to police and govern whether the left has an opinion or the right has an opinion. If conservatives or liberals are able to say what they want and get it out there as easily as their opposing sides, that's why this isn't beneficial to anybody.
Right. It should be an even playing field, no matter what. Because, I mean, it impacts us personally, because we are people on the internet, and that's what we do. We post our ideas and our feelings about things and our opinions on the internet. And if one day we can't do that just because, you know, we don't pay more or, you know, or whatever it is, that's directly impacting us.
You want me to talk to somebody, express my ideas? Fucking crazy.
Stupid.
I'm not talking to anybody.
doing that.
Write something? No.
Well,
Mail it? Ugh.
yeah.
Well, if you write something, where are you going to put it, Adam?
A mailbox.
Yeah. Whose mailbox?
The garbage can. That mailbox.
All right. Well, that's where we're gonna leave that because we don't have any power. People think they have power, but they
Not
don't
alone.
have power.
Not alone.
And just to remind you guys, we all die alone. This has been the One Beer and
In
Podcast.
space, heading towards Mars.
No one can hear you scream.
To cap this off,
The dress is blue and black.
I would like to say, rest in peace to Leonard Nimoy.
Talking about space.
Speaking on space,
Yeah,
that's
man.
why I
Final
should have been the
Frontier.
last one.
I fucking love Star Wars, man. That's just like
He went there.
He did.
Rest in peace.
He went there
Have
fast.
you no
Han Solo.
respect? He just passed away today.
In all seriousness.
In all seriousness,
How
I
did
mean,
I-
how did he die?
COPD.
Yep.
Yeah.
oh, cops.
How did he die?
Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease
There we go.
disorder.
Jesus Christ.
He died from smoking cigarettes, which he quit 30 years ago, but the disease still got him.
Yeah.
So I got till I'm 83 with my cigarettes? That's awesome, man.
Yeah, man,
Wow.
83.
You gotta stop when you're 50, though.
Alright, I can do that.
He lived long and he prospered
He did.
until 83.
Indeed. R.I.P. Leonard Nimoy.
I would just like to say that has got to be like the coolest thing to say to somebody. Like, imagine like telling somebody to live long and fucking prosper. That's a fucking cool thing to say to somebody.
It is. That's why it stuck around.
I was thinking about it when he died, and everybody was posting statuses, and the headline in their status was "Live long and prosper."
Like if
Obviously,
his tagline was like "Space is cool," like, no wonder can he be dead? Like, good riddance. That guy was a fucking idiot. Like,
There'd still be one guy that writes
Space
space
is
is cool.
space is cool.
It'd be the guy that's going to Mars.
space is cool. A hero we need, but don't deserve. Space is cool.
Space is
cool.
cool. So to everybody who's listening, live long and prosper.
Indeed.
All right. This has been the One Baron Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. Ian, thank you for joining us on the podcast. Thank you for blessing us with a song.
Yeah, no
Plug
problem.
yourself. Where can we find you?
Well, my band's called The Modern Novas. We have a Bandcamp page, which is bandcamp.themodernnovas.com, and got a Facebook page. And you know, most of the people listening to this are probably in Florida, so you should probably just look it up on the internet because you won't be seeing any shows. 'Cause we play in Cincinnati, Ohio, so just yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
We got a residency next month, playing some places, so should be pretty cool.
All right, on.
Cool.
You can find us at One Beer In, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you guys want to say?
Yo, we on Snapchat, too.
Are we?
I'm on Snapchat.
Well, come on. We're not on Snapchat. Individually, maybe.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Have a good time and drink delicious beer.
Peace.